Oi! Change?
Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Wooster.
What? What's the time?
9:10, sir.
9:10? Is the building on fire?
Not that I've been informed, sir, no. Mr. Finknottle is here to see you, sir.
Jeeves, I'm not awake. I've not had my tea, and yet you bring me Finknottles. Is this a time for Fink or any other kind of knottle?
The gentleman did say it was urgent, sir.
Yes, well, he lives in the country, Jeeves. He gets overstimulated when he comes to London. Tell him I'll see him at the Drones at 12.
Very good, sir.
Taxi! Taxi! I'm terribly sorry.
No, it's all right. Happens all the time.
Drones Club, Dover Street, please.
Mrs. Travers to see you, sir.
Tell Mrs. Travers I'm out and I'll deal with her in the morning.
Bertie, you old ass. Wake up. It's time you were dressed. I've got a job for you. Does your master always lie about like this, Jeeves?
Mr. Wooster was detained at a business meeting until late last evening.
Business meeting?
How do you mean a job? Why a job? What sort of job?
You'll enjoy it. You've heard of Market Snodsbury Grammar School?
Never.
It's a grammar school in Market Snodsbury.
Mm-hmm.
The prize giving takes place next Wednesday.
Thank you, Jeeves.
You are going to give away the prizes.
Me? What do you mean, me? Give prizes?
I mean you give prizes. The vicar was going to do it, but he strained a fetlock and he's had to scratch his nomination.
No, Aunt Delia. No, 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 no. On me give prizes, make a speech.
Don't start gargling now. This is serious.
I was laughing derisively.
Well, don't.
Well, no, I will not do it. That's final. I simply will not do it.
You will do it, young Bertie. We'll never darken my doors again, and you know what that means. No more of Anatole's dinners for you.
Oh, now, look here.
No, not another bite of Anatole's cooking do you get if you refuse this simple, easy, pleasant job.
No, but you have to be a frightful nib to give away prizes. When I was at school, it was generally some prime minister or other.
Well, that was Eton. At Market Snodsbury, anyone in spats impresses us.
Well, why don't you get Uncle Tom? He's got spats.
Because, Bertie, quite soon now, I've got to sidle up to Uncle Tom and break the news that I need a cheque for £500 off him for my lady's boudoir by August the 3rd at the latest.
The boudoir on the rocks again, is it?
Until you have run a weekly woman's magazine, you don't know what rocks are. You remember me losing all that money at Baccarat in Cannes?
Don't I just? The casino wanted to put up a plaque. But that wasn't Uncle Tom's money, surely?
No, but it was money that he'd given me to pay my lady's boudoir's bills.
Oh, law.
So if you think that I'm going to ask him to put on the top hat and the lavender gloves and distribute prizes at the Market Snodsbury Grammar School...
Yes, I see what you mean.
I shall give you today to set your affairs in order and expect you at Brinkley Court tomorrow. You'll enjoy it.
I can't understand Gussie Finknottle being in London, Jeeves. Till now, he's always remained glued to the country, completely surrounded by newts.
Sir?
Morning, Jarvis. Newts, Jeeves, you know, those little lizardy things that charge about in ponds.
Ah, yes, sir. The aquatic members of the family Salamandridae that constitute the genus Mulga.
Yes, they're the chaps. Anyway, he used to keep them at school.
I believe young gentlemen frequently do, sir.
Arrived at man's estate, he retired to the depths of the country and gave up his life to these dumb chums. I suppose he used to tell himself that he could either take them or leave them alone, and then found too late that he couldn't.
It's often the way, sir.
Morning, Molly.
Morning, sir.
He didn't say what he wanted, did he, Jeeves?
He confided in me to the extent that he's enamored of a young lady, but that she makes him nervous. So.
Well, are we surprised? You look at the life he's led, and it's he's even spoken to a girl in 5 years. Well, what a lesson this is to us, Jeeves. In this life, you can either shut yourself up in a country house and stare into a nuke tank, or you can be a dasher with the sex. But you can't do both.
It's a sad reflection, sir.
Gussie didn't mention this girl's name at all, did he?
She's a Miss Bassett, sir, Miss Madeline Bassett.
Well, I'm dashed. I'm positively dashed, Jeeves.
Indeed, sir. Is the young lady an acquaintance of yours?
Absolutely. Her father is the beak who fined me £5. But I must confess, Jeeves, until you supplied this information, I had definite doubts about Gussie's chances. But now, hope begins to dawn. He's just the sort of chap that Madeline Bassett might scoop up with a spoon.
This is indeed good news, sir.
I won't go so far as to say she actually writes poetry, but when a girl suddenly asks you out of a clear blue sky if you don't think that the stars are God's daisy chain, well, I mean, you do begin to wonder, Jeeves.
Indeed, sir.
Not out, I'm afraid. In by a mile. Otto, Gussie.
Oh, hello, Bertie.
So, what's all this about you and Madeline Bassett? I didn't know you knew her even.
I didn't. Not until I met her. She was staying at a place near mine in Lincolnshire the week before last. A dog had got a thorn in its foot, and I managed to get it out for her.
So, love at first sight, eh?
Yes, oh, Bertie, life would be so much simpler if we were newts.
Yes, well, yes, I've said the same thing myself 100 times.
I mean, do you know how the male newt proposes, Bertie? He stands in front of the female newt, vibrating his tail and bending his body in a semicircle.
No.
Yes, like this.
Yes, well, it's a change from champagne and flowers, I suppose.
Now, Gussie.
I say, it's about time someone came up with something better than the foxtrot. This'll turn a few heads of quacks, like.
Madeline's gone to stay with these people in the country. I don't know what to do.
Well, follow her, of course.
I can't plant myself in a lot of perfect strangers.
Ah, so you don't know these people.
All I know is their name's Travers. It's a place called Brinkley Court in Worcestershire.
Gussie, your troubles are at an end. This very afternoon, you will travel down to Brinkley Court as an honoured guest.
You don't mean you know these Traverses?
They are my Aunt Dahlia.
But what do I do when I get there?
Well, if you knew Brinkley Court, you wouldn't ask that question.
Really?
Place is simply soggy with atmosphere. I got engaged 3 times at Brinkley.
Really?
No business resulted, of course, but the fact remains.
Thank you so much, Bertie.
On consulting engagement book, deeply regret am unable to come down, so am sending my friend Augustus Fink Nottle to enjoy your hospitality instead. He well known in Lincolnshire as distributor of school prizes, so there isn't any need for me now, is there? Toodaloo, your loving nephew, Bertie.
Excellent.
47 ginger and sailors. You can bet you're going to hear
I stake everything on propinquity, Jeeves. At the moment, Gussie is a mere jelly when in the presence. But ask yourself how he's going to feel in a week or so after he and she have been helping themselves to sausages out of the same dish day after day at the breakfast sideboard. Golly, Jeeves.
So?
Well, you see, here is an instance of how you have to think of everything. You heard me mention sausages?
Sausages? Yes, sir.
Take down a telegram, Jeeves. I must warn Gussie without delay. He's got to create the impression in this girl's mind that he's pining away for love of her. This cannot be done by wolfing down sausages. Ready?
Indeed, sir, yes.
Fink Nottle, Brinkley Court, Market Snodsbury. Lay off the sausages, Bertie.
Very good, sir.
No, wait a sec. P.S. Also, avoid the ham. Yes, that should do it. I say, Jeeves, as a matter of interest, what are you doing? I merely ask.
I'm sorting through these clothes. These are for repair and these for discarding.
Oh, wait a second. This white mess jacket is brand new.
I assume it had got into your wardrobe by mistake, sir, or else that it had been placed there by your enemies.
I will have you know, Jeeves, that I bought this in Cannes.
And wore it, sir?
Every night at the casino. Beautiful women used to try and catch my eye.
Presumably they thought you were a waiter, sir.
Now look here, Jeeves.
Excuse me, sir.
Telegram for Mr. Wooster.
Telegram for you, sir?
Well, read it, Jeeves, read it.
Deeply regret my foot. Consider your conduct the frozen limit. What do you mean by planting your loathsome friends on me like this? Who is this spink bottle? Deeply regret Brinkley Court 100 miles from London, as unable to hit you with brick. Come this instant. Angela broken off engagement with your other friend, Glossop. Love, Travers, sir.
I say, Jeeves,
Sir?
my cousin Angela has broken off her engagement with Tuppy Glossop.
So I gather, sir.
Well, we shall have to go down there at once. My Aunt Dahlia is obviously all of a twitter, and my place is at her side.
Very good, sir.
This comes as a great shock, Jeeves. Tuppy and Angela. Why, they always seem like the paper on the wall. Life is full of sadness, Jeeves.
Yes, sir.
Still, there it is. What is it about uncles and aunts, Jeeves?
I really couldn't say, sir.
I mean, with one's parents. After a few preliminary skirmishes over sago pudding and stewed rhubarb, one settled down into some sort of amicable, if humdrum, relationship. But aunts, Jeeves.
Very true, sir.
I don't even know the meaning of the word humdrum. Amongst the grim regiment of my aunts, only Aunt Dahlia stands alone as a real sportsman. I mean, look at my Aunt Agatha.
Indeed, sir, yes.
And Aunt Julia.
Quite, sir.
And Aunt Charlotte. Oh, she's the one who sent me that rather bitter postcard of Little Chilbury War Memorial when I refused to take her frightful child to lunch on the way back to school.
Aunts are noted for their strong opinions, sir. It's a distinguishing mark of the breed.
Yes, but it's the things they say, Jeeves. Aunt calling to aunt like mastodons bellowing across primeval swamps. But swamp or no swamp, Jeeves, we must hie us to Brinkley Court. We have a duty to Cousin Angela. Cousin in need is a cousin indeed.
Very true, sir.